there's more than one way to execute in the clutch than offense.
Well, I believe we had 7 stops in a row to end regulation, which was huge. And the guys really just it was a guts win. I mean, their collective will to win the game was as strong as I've seen all year. And we've had a lot of good wins, but this was really, really special because we were up against it the whole night. We were down 10 at the end of the first, played better in the second, third quarter, not so great. The fourth we had to hold it to 13 points to get to overtime. And we had pretty good looks during the game, and, we missed a lot of open shots, and then we missed some layups, but everybody just kept hanging in. And so really a well-deserved win for our guys. Really happy for them.
Thanks, Rick. We'll start with Saad over here in the Zoom.
Hey, Rick. Obviously, Luka, I know, had a great game with the triple-double and the rebounds and everything, but down the stretch, it really looked like Tim Hardaway Jr. and Maxi both really popped off there at overtime. Can you speak a little bit about both their games offensively and defensively?
Yeah, and again, nothing came easy in this game at all. It just it was a struggle, and everybody kept everybody together. And we just kept saying, "Hey, we're gonna find a way. We're gonna find a way." Guys were encouraging each other. I really liked Tim Hardaway's patience and discipline tonight. He busted his butt on defense. Offensively, when the shots were there, he was stepping into them aggressively. Maxi had a couple of, easy looks early in the game. They didn't go, but he stayed in the process, and he knocked in that huge 3 in the overtime. So, it's just this game was all about staying with it, and just real happy for our guys. After 2 tough losses, to get this one is great.
All right, next we'll go to Eddie.
Rick, how gratifying was it for everybody to see Dorian come up with a massive game like that?
Well, he's he's been a little bit hobbled with the hip issue. It's just kind of come back a little bit. So he's been working on that. Our medical staff's been working with him on it. It was clear today that he felt much better. And, he was a force. Defensively, he was great. On the boards, he was great. Big free throws down the stretch. And again, he had some pretty good looks from 3, but when it really counted, he knocked in a big one in the second half. So, he was doing the things that, he's kind of earned the reputation. He's doing the dirty work, and he's a guy that's encouraging his teammates all the time.
Thanks. We'll move to Tim McMahon.
Hey, Rick. With you guys essentially locked into the 7 seed, what are you trying to get out of the rest of the seeding schedule? What are kind of the points of emphasis and the way you guys can benefit from these games?
We want to get better. I mean, look, we want to win games here. We had rough luck in the first couple. This one was a great one. The next game against the Clippers is a very tough game, and possible playoff matchup and stuff like that. But look, we held Seth Curry out today because his leg was bothering him a little bit. Hopefully he'll be okay for Thursday. We'll look at everybody medically on a game-to-game basis, and we're not going to take any risks medically. We're going to try to get ourselves ready to play in the playoffs. But we do want to win games here. We feel it's really important to do that.
Okay, we'll do one final question with Dwayne.
Rick, could you tell us what you got out of Trey Burke tonight, and particularly the 2 free throws to ice the game?
Yeah, look, Trey's been terrific. I mean, he is enthusiastic. He is improved defensively. He can score the ball. down the stretch, those 2 free throws at the end of the game, that basically put the game away. And so, our guys had the confidence to get the ball in his hands. And I'm really impressed with how he's really evolved his game over the last couple of years. We had a great experience with him after the trade with New York. I was sorry that we had to, that we were unable to bring him back because, he impressed everybody with his character and his ability to score the ball and play the game. But he just keeps getting better in all areas. I mean, his vision keeps improving. His defense keeps improving, as I mentioned. The guy can flat out score the ball, and he puts pressure on the rim too. He's not just a shooter. So real pleased for him. This is a great opportunity for him. I don't think there's many guys that have been signed, on the COVID exception or whatever it is that are taking advantage of their opportunity quite like he is.
Thanks, Rick. Have a good evening.
Okay.
We'll talk soon.
Take care.